Hi everyone! So today is actually my birthday, hip hip hooray, and I have a little cake, little cupcake and everything that says happy birthday with a little candle, and it even sings for me. Well, I can get it to shut up sometimes. And of course my companion cube, which I always have with me on every single one of my Facebook Lives and YouTube videos. Oh, she's blowing up the candles. I've been trying to figure out what that was all day. So, to start off, like always, hi everyone, my name is Jaslin Martin and I am a co-founder of LifeHealthSoul and a life and business coach. I focus on empowering clients with on-demand breakthroughs to love themselves, know their purpose, and take massive action in the right direction. So, today's my birthday. I'm 22 years young. And today I am very excited to be celebrating with you girls and guys on Facebook Live. My goal for today is to do the Facebook Lives. I'm going to work a little bit on my website design, and I have this massive book that I'm going to read today. Yes, this is a goal of mine. 595 pages, Moon Chosen by PC Cast. She is my favorite author, and I'm very excited to be reading it. It's one of the two books I'm going to be reading for this. I'm getting comments, and I totally can't see them. There you go. Happy birthday. Thank you, Alexandra. And I'm going to be reading this, and I'm also going to be reading Directing Your Destiny on LifeHealthSoul Academy with everybody else. So I will let you know. I probably will do a book review on this. I've already read it, to be honest. It's my favorite book, and I'm very excited because she has her second book coming out October 17th. So thank you, Pamela. So in the last few days, I've actually been cleaning out my life, getting ready for this new year, because normally, although we have a new year starting in December, our new year technically going around the sun completely is on our birthday to our birthday. Hi, Emilio! Nice to see you. So the last couple of days I've been cleaning out my life, like clearing out the space in my head, writing down everything, journaling insanely. I've cleaned my room, my car, my house in general, my computer files, things on Google Photos, Dropbox. I've gone all out. It's been a little crazy, but I know that I'm preparing and I'm ready to add things to my life. Thank you, Emilio. Happy birthday. Yay. So, you know that everything tends to say like 21 days and it becomes a habit, right? So there's a couple things that I want to do this year. And the reason that I'm mentioning it on Facebook Live is because if you guys want to steal the idea, you can. But the idea is to keep my authenticity, keep my integrity in this, and I want to do it correctly, right? So if you guys want to remind me, or I'm going to end up posting comments on it, I'm sure, and just remind me like, hey, you said you're going to do this for 22 days, right? And then after this, I'm going to talk about something else as well. So I'm between, and I would love comments on this, I'm between reading 22 books for the entire year, about 2 a month, which would equal 24, but I'll give myself some leeway, say 22 for now. When I turn 24, I could do the whole thing, right? My 2 for this month is Moon Chosen and Directing Your Destiny, right? And then next month I'll decide later. Or I could read 22 books in 22 days. I don't think I'll start that one now, but I'm thinking about doing it, and it won't be, 600-page books. It'll be 100, 200 pages of just me reading completely. I'm a huge bookworm. Anyone that truly knows me knows that. I like Belle for life. I have my library over there. So that's something I've been thinking about. Another thing is I want to make 22 new friends this year. So if you know anyone that I would be cool with, or someone that would be interested in talking to me, please pass them along so I can start checking people off my list. And it's not even, I'm not doing it to check off my list. It's more like I know how amazing people are, and I want the opportunity to have more people in my life and create a difference in theirs, and they create one for me. And I know how many lessons you can get from new friends, right? Another thing I want to do is have 22 new first. So for the next couple weeks or months for that matter, anything that is new that I haven't done before that is going to be a new experience for me, I'm pretty much not saying no. I'm not going to say no to. Obviously, there's a few rules in there, boundaries, right? But I'm open to new things. So if you think I should try a specific food or go to a specific new place or a park or anything like that, please let me know. I'm super excited about this one for sure. One that I'm not excited about because I just did a whole clearing and it's going to be interesting is throw away 22 old things. So that's my way of letting go of the past, moving forward, and reminding myself to clear out, give myself space, right? Things that I started today officially. is journal for 22 days straight and meditate for 22 days straight. I'm journaling as soon as I wake up in the morning for 5 minutes a day. I've started journaling. Meditating, I do it every once in a while, like randomly throughout the day. Sometimes I'll just do mindfulness, but my goal is about 10 minutes a day. This one is going to be 22 days straight, 22 days of being a vegetarian. Now, I'm actually pretty good at not eating meat at home. I don't cook meat, but when it comes to eating outside, I still love my pollo a la plancha, arroz con pollo, like you name it, I'm there. Chicken's the one meat that I haven't been able to get rid of yet. So 22 days of being a vegetarian, like going all out. Might make it into vegan. I'll decide throughout this year if I really want to take that extra step, or I can wait until my 23rd year for that one. We'll decide. And then I just bought an annual pass for Disney with the whole, Hurricane Irma thing when I'm going to Orlando. So 22 days in Disney in general, that is a goal of mine, just to get myself out there. My schedule allows it now, and so I want to be able to do that. So what I really wanted to talk about is 22 things to remember for my 22nd year. Thank you, Pamela. I'm glad I inspire you. Hi, Donald. How are you? So 22 things to remember for my 22nd year. The first thing that I want to say is no expectations. That is a goal of mine. I have been putting up Post-it notes everywhere to remind myself to just not expect anything. Appreciate. Expectations versus appreciation. So the second thing is love unconditionally. Love like a freaking puppy. And when I see someone, I'm going to give you a hug. Like, that's a goal of mine. I'm going to be smiling all the time. And I just want to give out so much love, even if, hopefully not, but even if someone were to hurt me, my goal is to just love them anyway. Love them as a person, not, kind of upset about the hurt thing, but I'm like fully committed to love this year. Third thing is listen to my heart. So always see what your intuition is saying, right? Not just other people. Instead of going out, and I have a mastermind group that I go to for most subjects in my life that I'm confused about. But before I go out and talk to my mastermind group, this is a reminder to myself to listen to my heart, meditate for a little bit, and see what's going on inside of me, right? See what's like really happening. Now, the fourth one is be creative. So this is me wanting to doodle on the side of my papers. I want to start, like, I've never really painted, like gotten a canvas at my house. I've gone to painting with a twist and I've loved it. And I've gone to little classes here and there. So this is me saying, like, I'm really going to like go all out with my hobbies and make sure I'm creative with my courses and my Facebook Lives and making sure that I'm comedic at the exact same time. 5 is what's the lesson? This is something that I'm going to start asking myself. What is the lesson here? There's a lesson in everything in life. So if you learn a lesson from it, then it wasn't a waste of time, right? In other words, nothing is a waste of time. Learn a lesson from everything. 6 is know my own boundaries. With my whole process of self-love these days and really going into detail on that, I've been realizing how big boundaries are and like knowing where that line is, right? So know what I am not willing to tolerate from others and what is just not non-negotiable for me. Like, you cannot cross this line. If you cross this line, we have a problem. And being able to have that boundary. And the reason I'm putting this year is because for many years, for that matter, I've allowed people to step over the boundary and me being like, excuse me, kind of thing, but they wouldn't move. And I would just be like, all right, fine, I'll make a new line. And I'm done doing that. And this is my year of really stepping up and being a little aggressive on it, but in a nice way. That is my goal. 7 is persevere. So this one, I have a little quote that I like to use, and I've used it before on Facebook Live. Just keep smiling, right? And that's a reminder to myself to just keep moving forward no matter what, because life is a roller coaster and you have to persevere. To get things done in this life, you've got to persevere. So 8 is be adventurous. So don't hesitate to try new things, which is the reason I'm doing the 22 new first, right? New experiences. At least don't stop myself from doing good things. If it's something that I'm really not interested in, or I have like a fear with like a fear with excitement, I'm heading towards it. But fear with dread, like it's something I'm just really not interested in, I'm not going to push myself, right? So finding that balance. 9 is travel. So I have the annual pass. I plan on going to Disney 22 times this year. That was something that I said earlier. But besides that, I have 3 places on my list to visit: Hawaii, Japan, and Ireland. So I have to go to one of these. Hawaii, Japan, or Ireland this year. 10 is read, read, read. I'm going to read as many books as possible this year. My goal is 22 at least. I used to do a lot more than that, so I really want to get back into reading as much as possible. 11 is accept failure. This is a big one. Accept failure. So hear me out. I know that there isn't a straight line from starting to success. And I know that it's going to be more like a wishy-washy thing before I get there, right? So this is me just saying, what if I fail? Like, just stop asking that, Jaslin. What if I succeed, right? And accept failure. Like, I guess I can still ask, what if I fail? Like, what if I fail? Like, what's the worst that can happen, right? If I can see what's the worst thing that can happen before it happens, then I'll be prepared for the worst, and hopefully it won't happen, and I can move forward from it, and I can be prepared for it, and I can not be overwhelmed by it, right? I'm moving forward. 12 is listen. So I actually started this like 12:30 last night with a friend of mine, where he wanted to rant. I was like, all right, let's go. And he's like, on your birthday? And I'm like, yeah, let's go. So listen to other people. Even if I feel like I know the answer to something, hear them out. People have different perspectives, and you may see things in a different light or learn something new, and you never know, right? You never know. And I also know that the person that I'm listening to gets to release their emotions in a way that they are not judged, and that's the best thing about listening. So listening is totally a goal of mine. 13 is journaling. Journaling allows me to stop and reflect, and there's just something about putting pen on paper that is just brilliant, right? So whether it's a good idea or a way to give myself clarity or to solve problems faster, whatever it is, a specific event that I want to write about, I just want to get in the habit of journaling as much as possible and really get to see myself in like that third view instead of like first perspective. 14 is follow my dreams with courage, right? I'd mentioned follow my heart earlier. This is following my dreams with courage. And I added courage because I can say follow my dreams and then just kind of tippy toe around it, right? Or not take it full on. But courage, I want to inspire people, and I believe in these dreams fully, so I want to pursue them full out. That's a goal of mine. 15, this one's a huge one. I didn't wear the shirt, darn it. So 15 is never grow up, and I have a shirt that says never grow up, and it's Peter Pan. And I have a quote by Walt Disney that I love that says, that's the problem with the world. Too many people grow up. I'm officially 22. I am like way above adult age. I can drink now and stuff like that since last year, and I haven't really even allowed myself to do that. And what I've allowed myself to do is to be creative and go to Disney and enjoy my time period there and be my nerdy self no matter what. Like, I'm a Legend of Zelda fan. I'm a Doctor Who fan. Yes, I read. I play video games. I do the whole shebang, right? And I'm not gonna, just because I'm 22, just because I'm having to adult now, and adulting doesn't mean that I have to let go of my child side. So never grow up. I love my child side, and I'm keeping it, right? 22 years young. 16 is take action. I have a lot of knowledge. I've gone through too many like self-improvement courses, and I write down a lot of notes, and I'm really good at note taking and stuff like that. And this year, instead of going to more self-improvement workshops and stuff like that, besides the ones that I've already signed up for this year, my goal is to stop as much as possible, unless it's like I'm a really big fan kind of thing, but to take action, to use all the knowledge that I've gotten in the last 5 years of my self-improvement courses and really just go straight up and stop hesitating on my goals and dreams. Just massive action. 17 is be selfish. Now, this one, I know it sounds a little weird. Be selfish. What are you talking about? The thing is that I am a really selfless person. I will give. And I used to have a problem where I would have a cup of water, right? Actually, talking about this, I would have a cup of water, and I would just be pouring out into other people's cups and not be pouring back into my own. So at some point, I would be empty, right? So now I have to pause and learn to be selfish and choose me sometimes. That's why today, for my birthday, yesterday I had a birthday party. Wednesday I have another birthday party. And today is just me day. I'm going to spend time with me. A lot of people have asked me if they can spend time with me today. And I'm like, guys, like pick Monday or Wednesday, not today. Today's Tuesday. Today's my day. Today's the day that I was born and I know how I want to spend it. And it's with me because I can't feel alone by myself, right? Like I love myself at this point, and it's great for me to say that. And this is gonna be my first birthday where I don't spend it with anybody else, and I'm so excited for it. Like I'm going to a spa. Like I'm so excited to just read and chill and be myself. 18 is climb. Not only do I mean rock climbing because that's my new hobby. Hi Josie. So not only do I mean rock climbing, but I also mean mentally, like don't stop, Jaslin. Keep going up in the world and until you reach that peak, right? So it's both a mix of literally rock climbing and mentally climbing. 19 is enjoy the journey, not the destination. This is actually a quote. Hi. This is actually a quote from Dan Millman. If you guys don't know, I'm a huge Peace of Warrior fan. I'm actually wearing I am the possibility of a, and then in the back it says Peaceful Warrior. He is an amazing author. He's my second favorite author. I'm gonna have to give PC Cast my first one. But he's all about enjoying the journey, so having fun in the process. Have fun right now, right? Don't just think about like when you get there, I'll be happy. No, be happy now. Really find this moment and enjoy the process of reaching my goal, not just of the idea of reaching my goal. Hope that makes sense. 20 is give time to my family. Family is everything to me, and so are friends for that matter. And I've been giving, I just need to find a balance between family and friends and myself, and I want to start doing like at least twice a month. I go see my mom and my grandmother and my niece and stuff like that. And I really want to start putting myself out there for my family because I'm 22 years young, right? But at the end of the day, it is 22, and that means I'm growing up. Every day is a new day, you know, one day at a time. But my grandmother is 76, I believe. I don't even know. She's getting there, and I need to start spending time with my family and really just enjoying their company because one day I might not have them, and I need to know that, and I need to really like move forward. 21 is love myself. I've been in the habit of this, and this was a goal of mine for when I was 21. This is one of my intentions, to love myself. So now I'm continuing it, and it's my 21st, right? Love myself. So I have to remember at all times to love myself, that I'm dating myself. Whether I end up dating somebody else in the future or whatever, I'm still dating myself too. You get me? And I've learned a lot about myself, and I want to like remember those things and love myself. Self-love is huge for me, especially now. 22 is what happened versus the story. And this is just a reminder to myself. This is something that I learned from Landmark, which was one of the first self-improvement things that I ever went to. And it's about what happened is literally facts, right? So literally, I got cereal. I sat down, right? My dad came up to me. He asked me for something. This is an example. He asked me for something. I told him that I was having cereal at the moment. That's a fact. That's what I said, right? He took it as never has time for me. This isn't an actual fight, by the way. It's totally an example. So the story is people are meaning-making machines, and we make up these stories to go with whatever actually happens. So realizing that there's a difference between what happened versus a story is huge for me. Realizing the difference, like expectation versus appreciation, really starting to notice like, okay, what is going on, and being able to make a wise decision is all about what happened versus the story for me. So these are my 22 things that I'm to remember for my 22nd year. Now, the last thing I want to mention is I think I'm actually going to change my favorite number. 13 has been my favorite number for years, since I think I was 13, to be honest. But I've been really getting into like angel numbers and the meaning of numbers and things like that. And I recently looked up the meaning of 22. So here's what I found. I have it on a piece of paper. 22 meaning, it's a master building number, and it's the most powerful of all numbers, supposedly. And it's able to turn ambitious dreams into realities, right? So this is when I was like, whoa, ambitious dreams into realities. This is the year to like take massive action. And it relates to divine life purpose and soul mission. So take massive action. Hey, Shar. Take massive action in the right direction of what my dreams are. And then it's also a reminder to take a balanced stance in all areas of my life. as a Libra, when something mentions balance, I'm like, that's on me kind of thing. So 22, the actual meaning of 22 and it being the most powerful number and turning dreams, ambitious dreams into reality, I was like, I think I have a new favorite number. So I know that this year is going to be amazing for me. And the reason that I share this with you guys and girls is because I want it to be amazing for you too. Whatever age you are, hi mom, whatever age you are, I think it's important for you to know that. So I'm actually done with my 22 things to remember for my 22nd year, and I hope you guys and girls enjoyed. If you wanted to see my book reviews or really start like going into these books with me, please go on LifeHealthSoul Academy. And I have a bunch of things planned out this year. You guys will see me on Facebook Live, and I hope you guys enjoyed. See y'all soon. Bye.